is we're going to do the back and obviously the sleeves as well. We're going to keep the t-shirt under. We're going to keep it black. So we're going to go onto Photoshop once again. We're going to open. We're going to go onto the back texture. And basically what we're going to do is just copy these, duplicate. So what I did there, I just held control, click both of them, duplicate layers, and then we take it to the new texture. So now that we're taking it onto the new texture, we duplicate this one. We duplicate the main texture. We Control L. We 1.4 it, and then we can do Control L again. 1.4. Then we save. We call that back, just because it's the back side, like the back side of the mesh. And then we want to do the same here. We select both of these, and then we duplicate layer, Control L, 1.4, Control L again, 1.4. And then you want to, now what you want to do, because we just put the brown on the actual texture, like the whole entire texture, it's also done the t-shirt, because this is, the UV has been fitted on. So how this has been fitted, like with the mesh, so they basically seemed like they've the UV unwrapped the t-shirt and the sleeve, and they put it into one UV, like in one UV box, so they're together. So we want to get rid of the brown for the t-shirt, so we want to go onto this tool right here, the rectangular one, and we just get to about halfway, and then we press backspace on the brown layer, and then do it on the second brown layer as well. And then what you want to do is go onto this lighter version of the texture, select the same thing again, and press backspace. So then we're on the far back texture, which is the t-shirt. So then we save this as well. And we put this as sleeve and t-shirt. Okay, what I highly recommend as well, not a lot of people do this, and this is a really crucial thing that I do with my textures to get like the highest quality out of my textures. So if you want high quality out of your textures, listen, this is what I do to make my textures a lot more high quality, because obviously, because Imvu, you know the game is not that, it's not that advanced, and the textures, the texture size is what, 512 by 512, and then you got SL, which is like 1024 by 1024, so it's like double. So the quality of the clothing on VU doesn't really come out that great, because the scale of the texture is not that big, so there's not really much you can work with. So with what you make, what I like to do is I like to go to filter, sharpen, and then I sharpen it once. I don't sharpen any more than that unless I need to, but I sharpen it once. So I sharpen them all, and I Control S to save them, or you can do save as and then replace them, but it's already under the JPEG image, so you just Control S to save. And then you go back onto VU. You go on to edit. This is the first layer, so this is the front of the texture, so we're going to do the front. And then this is the back, we're going to do the back layer, and then we're going to do the leather and the t-shirt, and then we apply, and now we've got it a brown leather jacket, and the quality has gone up a bit better as well. It's still quite blurry at some parts, like here, because it's VU, it's not crazy with textures and high quality, but that is basically how you change the color. So that's basically how you change the color. What else I'd like to show you is something I like to do on textures that, you know, that you might see, and I've made a video on before, but I'm going to implement it onto this anyways, because I'm basically doing the same video I did years ago, but I'm doing it now because we're going up in levels. So we're going to start from the beginning on how to start if you're fresh and you don't know how to create, to then, you know, creating your own clothes and, you know, crazy stuff. So I'm going to try to keep this going. So if you do enjoy the, you know, the episodes, because these will be in parts. So if you do enjoy these parts, then obviously let me know, and what else you would like to see, or what you would like to see me make as well. Then I can definitely do them videos for you. But what I like to do with textures is I like to add a bit more shading and highlights. So what I'm going to do is go to the bottom right here, and we got this little outlined paper, and we click on that, and that's to add a new layer. And what I like to do is I like to get the white color, and we go into overlay, and then all the parts that are lit up, wait, let's go back, and we're going to put it on a brush. We're going to go to a brush tool, and we're going to make sure the hardness is on 0. There's 0 hardness on it, and then we're just going to kind of highlight the parts that, you know, like kind of lit up a bit, just to give it a bit more light into it, you know what I mean? So, and we're going to lower it a bit so it's not overwhelming. We're going to do 50% on that, and then we're going to add another layer. We're going to go here, we're going to make it a soft light, because this is going to be the shading, this is going to be the shadows. So basically we're just going to, you know, just add a bit of shading in there. And with these I'm going to get the smudge tool out and just drag it down a bit and kind of make them a bit more thin, so it's not like, there's a bit more like a wrinkle, like so. Then we're going to lower the opacity for that, so we're going to do 245. Actually no, we'll do a bit lower. So go down to like 25, so it gives it a bit of, you know, shading and stuff and lighting. We're gonna do the same with the sleeve. The back, don't need to worry about that. It's a bit bright already compared to the front, so we'll see how that looks. So what we're gonna do is add a new layer, overlay. We're gonna get the white color, and we're just going to draw on some parts I think need more like highlight, and then we're going to get the smudge tool and just start to kind of pull it out a bit so it don't look so rounded at the end. It's kind of like drifting off a bit, but we're going to lower this because it's very, very high. We're going to put that down. This would be a lot better for like t-shirts. Like if you were to do this on a t-shirt, it'll make the t-shirt like 2 times better than what it was originally. But obviously with it, like with this, it's not. But with this, it's not that great. But this would be a very good method to do on like t-shirts and stuff like that. So keep that in mind if you're doing t-shirts. We don't really need to do shading. There's a lot of shading on that. So what we're going to do, we're going to save. We're going to save them all. This is the back. And then we're going to save the sleeve. And then we go on to Imvu. Oh wait, no. Sorry. We go on to, we then open these again. We open all of these. Like so. And then we want to filter, sharpen, and then we want to sharpen it, or Alt Control F, but you can just go down to sharpen and sharpen. But it'll be like the previous one here, so you just click that, and then you Control S, Control S, Control S. And now you go onto the first layer, you do the front, second layer you do the back, and then third layer you do the sleeves and the t-shirt. Okay, the sleeves are kind of matching the back a bit, but the front is not. So what we're gonna do with that is we're going to kind of lower it down a bit, because it's like orangey compared to the other stuff, like the other layers. So save it over that, and then we're going to open it, and we're going to sharpen it, and then save it. There we go. So we have now changed the color of it. We've now, you know, we've done layers. We've figured out how to do layers. So then if there's any silver or any gold on like a mesh, you know how to, you know, not change the color of it. And you know how to add, like, you know, more highlight into wrinkles as well. So if you do a t-shirt, as I said before, it will come out a lot better. Like if you see the video I did before, I think it's like how to make your textures look better. It's something like that. It'll be the same thing for a different mesh, and it came out a lot better, in my opinion, anyways. But so this is just the very beginning video. Later on down the line, there's going to be way more high quality stuff. We're going to actually make like stuff from scratch, like, you know, a pair of jeans or a pair of shoes or a pair, like, you know, a top or you know, accessories or stuff like that. So anything you want to see, just let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next one.